Hello everyone out there, I am Winter Grave and today I'm recording another ripple effect video from server Ripple. How is everyone? I am here in the hole we were digging on the last episode where I was planning to build a library. And there is! We have a library and actually all the villagers have just gone to their dormitories to spend the night because the sun has just gone down. And it seems like we got more iron golems spawning on the area. I have been studying a lot on how the villagers move on the daily routine here, and let me tell you, 1.14 is a very interesting update to work with villagers because they do very good stuff here. You can see I build them a place to spend the nights. There they are, all sleeping on their beds. I currently have 12 villagers here and I have installed 12 workstations that give me different enchantments. And I bought this bell from the toolsmith. I made a toolsmith there, so I bought some bells to create town centers because villagers what are you doing? Oh, he's just having a midnight, well, not midnight, night dance. Villagers like to gather around the bells on the evenings and spend some time talking to each other and then go to rest. I'm going to also rest the night away, so the villagers get up and get to work because I want them working. They have a lot of things I'm going to be using. Remember what I said last time, I need to build a challenge and it is going to take me some time. I'm hope I'm able to do it fast enough, but I first wanted to do it good rather than fast. Look at them, they're just waking up, they're having their morning coffee, conversations. Look at them all getting ready downstairs. I actually have space to install more beds here in case I want more things to be sold for me. But right now what I have been doing is I have been naming these guys with the main enchantment they sell. They also sell other stuff, but for example, this is the efficiency guy. He has power 5. Oh, this is actually good. And the mending guy, I found a mending for 10 emeralds. It's better than the other guy I had there. He also sells some breaking, but very expensive. Power 4. The feather falling guy, feather falling, he has a silk touch for, it's a very good deal for silk stuff, silk touch, protection 1, and so on. Okay, the looting guy, I spend so much time trying to get this looting. I have to evolve this guy to a master and see what else he has. But well, I have spent like 3 days, 4 days maybe. I can tell you I spent more than 12 hours yesterday trying to get the looting and fortune guys. Getting enchantments on this guy. Look at it, all of them, they are going to work now. Getting the enchantments you want on these guys is not an easy thing, but once you get them, you're just going to have that enchantment available every time you need, and that is exactly what I'm looking for. Look at all these enchanting books I have been getting. A lot of unbreaking, silk touch, depth strider, mending, sharpness, efficiency, and all of that. And actually what I'm going to be doing right now, I'm going to use some of them because I'm going to prepare some loot to be looted on the challenge. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be storing some enchantments on these chests here to have them available for whenever I need them. So I just come to the library and get whatever I need. Also, I need to do some decorations on the area. I have been using mainly the spruce planks. You can see this now looks like it has a lot of wood, spruce planks, and I want to do some variations, but I'm still doing stuff like these little lighting spots on the ground. Lighting is very difficult if you don't want to have torch spam, so I need to have this place lit to be safe. So I need to be creative on how to provide that lighting on the area without just having a lot of torches like this. So every spot I see I can encrust some lighting, I do it. I have been hanging lanterns. These lanterns are very nice for this because they look good and they provide lighting, and these guys sell them very cheap. So I have a ton of lanterns because I have been buying them from the librarians, and I also had some problems with their pathfinding because initially I had the dormitories like inside there, but they couldn't pathfind to that, and so I have been moving here all of these so they can come and sleep without a problem and also go to work. And I have had a lot of golems spawning. This one just spawned before I started to record. So I have some more golems that spawn here. I have I haven't trapped them in there just so they take the cap and they don't spawn more. But now another one spawns, so I have to put them down there and see if another one also spawns. I'm going to do an iron farm, but that's for later, not for now, because I want to do other stuff first. So I'm going to now continue. This is a step one on getting resources for the challenge. So now I have the enchantments I need, but step two is to have is to be able to buy armor and tools. I have a lot of armors and tools I can use from the end loot I have been collecting. I guess I'm going to go with that because I just have so much. And in case I need more, I'll just convert a couple of toolsmiths and see what they sell. But yeah, training these guys to get the correct enchantments is really challenging because they seem to be able to detect workstations stations from very far. So if I put a villager here and I install a lectern, they become librarians. But when I break it, they don't turn into normal villagers again because they are detecting the workstations that are far over there or far over there, so they keep their works and they don't switch. So what I have been doing is I made a tunnel here to bring the villagers and put them all the way there, and I changed the professions there and once they are ready I bring them here and put them in the library. So that has been some task, but has been working. All right, so that's like a progress update. It's like the first time I'm being working with this. So I'm going to gather resources and start building a challenge and bring you back once I have more progress. E-Schrodinger cat, if you're watching this, stop watching because you're going to get spoiled, right? I'm going to start now in working on the challenge. See you in a moment. Hi. I'm still here. Has been a lot of time, but I am still here. Wow. Okay, gotta be. I gotta crawl. Oh, that's too close. I gotta crawl through this space. This is much better. The space is very, very, very tight. Okay, so we are at the beautiful Nether Half. That takes to spawn. Wow! Every time I come here very often, and these days I have been traveling through here so many times, back and forth, because I have been needing to go to the end to do some loot crafting, and that has taken so long. But every time I pass through here, I cannot just. There's a cake there. I cannot just don't get marveled. Don't get amazed. Yeah, that is the word. Amazed by the work that has been done here. I have seen that cave because I come flying here, and I have keeping myself from grabbing a bite every time I shoot because cake is delicious. So, some work is being done at spawn. Oh, I see a name tag. There must be a head zombie there. Let's see if I can go. Is it at the surface or is it an armor stand? I lost it. Perhaps it was an armor stand somewhere. Oh yes, it is this. It is this armor stand I made for the other players here, for the other riplets last time. I remember that. So yeah, this is a spawn, and I think Croc or Carto are working here. I don't remember who, but someone said that wants to improve spawn, and that is very good. Spawn is not bad though, because look at all these things. But they want to improve this place, and it's fine. So why am I here? I love this. I am here because I need to find a place to set up a small base, a small outpost to start building a dungeon. Yes, I'm going to do a proper dungeon. I'm going to build a proper dungeon on the area, and but I need to think this. So this is something I built for the previous Halloween challenge. This is already, has this been looted? I don't remember. Yes, it has. So I must destroy this, perhaps. And each Schrödinger's cat's base is there. This ocean looks so cool. So can I play? Yes. No, I was tricked. I was tricked by the server. Ooh, oh, hello. Hello, Death. I was tricked by the server. I just don't want to fall with that creeper there. Come on, jump again. Oh, there we go. It was a little bit accidented, but yes. So that is my starter house on the server. Looks very nice. And this is Schrodinger's cat base. Look at all this. Last time I saw this, I didn't know who was building this. But then I realized it was her work. And I came here once. Whoa. Whoa. That's some crazy work here. Oh, it is even more than what I saw last time. This is a lot. This is terracotta that has been placed on the area. Wow. All right. Subscribe again. Ooh. Okay. This is some interesting thing OVNI has been doing. The spoils container. I am sorry, I never got into that. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly explore the area. The portal is amazing. Let me just check inside here to see the other side. Wow, that is also so cool. So this is from spawn. Cat's mess. Of course, it's the cat's mess. But it's a very, very nice mess. A very interesting mess. And this takes down to an... Ooh. Okay. That's... I'm not going to see any more on camera. I just show a little bit of that. And... Oh, hello, creeper. How did he spawn? I could have put a creeper in there. Gotta be careful with lighting stuff. Alright, so my plan is going to be, I'm not going to build a dungeon here. This is where I'm going to be building the this is where I'm going to be living close to where the dungeon is going to be. So I'm going to use maps for that. Let's see. So this is part of the base, and I'm very sure. I think I tried this on a previous episode, but now I don't remember how this is properly done. So I need to use. I should have anvils handy here. All right. I'm going to use a banner and put a tag on it. I guess that is it. I'm going to place the banner and use the map. Is this rendered here? I don't see the name on the map. I think I did it on a previous yes, I did it on a previous episode and it worked. Oh man, it doesn't work. I don't see it on the map. Why don't I see it on the map? Hold on, I need to research. I forget that every time. I guess that happens with any feature you don't use very often. So you place the banner, you get the map, and you right-click the banner. That is how it works, of course. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. What happens if I right-click again? It removes it. Oh, that is so cool. And it only works on this map, right? So if I get this map and copy it to another map, so I get the placeholder here, I get it here, I can remove it from here. What happens to this one? This one also removes it, so it works on all the duplicates of the map. Alright, so that's interesting. That's interesting, and I guess that is useful somehow. So what if I grab an item frame? I place that there. Let's place this map here. So it has the placeholder there, and I get the map, and then I remove the placeholder from here. Do I check this map and also updates it? All right. So this is going to be cool. Right, so I have two maps that are the same, and I'm just going to remove it from here, and that's it. So cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is first I'm going to set up, I'm going to study the area. I'm going to fly around and see what's going on here on the, I need to store that there, pick that up. And of course, is Croc still on the server? Yes. I'm going to try to sleep the night without getting blown up or get the terrain blown up here around me. I'll do a small fly around the area and see where I can set up something to put some hints on where to go to find this dungeon. Yeah, that's it. So this is amazing though. Look at all of this. That's crazy, crazy work over there. So that mountain is natural. Oh, look at that huge dark area here. Oh, yeah. Did it. Okay, so we have crazy mountains. We have a village. We have a lot of savanna, the ocean, some water channels down there. This area seems cool though. Like to it's a nice place to set this up. Could be on the mountains here. So many crazy formations. This seems like it would be like an amplified terrain. I guess this is like the extreme mountains generations. Also a desert. A huge desert and the forest. I like the plains we saw over there for this. This is a standard forest, and ooh, okay, we have a taiga. I wonder if foxes can spawn on already generated taigas. I had so much problems to find foxes, but now I got a couple. Alright, and a small lake over here. I remember at one point I crossed this river to come. Oh, there's a turtle there. To come and do some caving for about here. So, floating blocks, some llamas, more floating blocks. And there's a flower biome here. Yeah, let's crash into this. Oh, I didn't take any damage. So this is, well, this seems to be a flower forest. I see a lot of flowers. What happens if bone meal the ground here? Alright, so there's a dirt pillar there. Come on. I guess I'm going to use those planes I saw there. I still haven't started any dungeon building whatsoever, but what I did do, and I that's what I said before, I made some loot that is going to be spread over the dungeon. I don't know if I'm going I didn't mean to do that. There we go, much better. So this took a lot to create. It has a ton of enchantments, and it's a very interesting loot to be used. Also, some smaller loot to use on maybe mobs or anything I can place in there. Let's see what puzzles I can develop on the area. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to come. Oh, okay. No. Wow, that was such a delay. Can I do it? Time it. There we go. So this is one of the other starter houses, and the plains biome was for about here. Passing this savanna, there's the village, and here's the plains. I guess this is going to be a nice area for setting something up. I can see that huge mountain. Is that a natural one? I cannot tell. For the way Trinker's cat builds, I cannot tell if it's... No, that is her work. Oh. Yeah, that is her work, or the natural generation. I cannot just say what it is because she does some so crazy stuff. Okay, I guess her base is here. Yeah, this is her base. It is not rendering because of the distance. Now it is. And it's even more crazy than the natural terrain. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so from here, there's a zombie down there. Could be an armor stand. From here to there is not very far. So I guess it is a nice place for my plants. And I'll set the area up and I'll start working on that, and I'll bring you back with a little bit of more progress once I have done it. There's a placeholder on the map, and this is the area where I am setting up the entrance of the dungeon. It's fairly close to the area, but I'm noticing a weird glitch here. Oh, there I am. I was out of the map, so I have to consider that. Where's the range of this map? There we go. You can see at the bottom the white dot that represents me and that green banner. Of course, this is not going to be so obvious. Is the placeholder. So right now I have everything open because I just finished the redstone for this. I have been designing this entrance for a couple of days, and I think it's something. It's coming out very fine. I temporarily run this cable on the ground here just to activate it, but this is going to be totally hidden, of course. The way this is going to be accessed. So as for the entrance, once the puzzle for entering is solved, the entrance is going to be open like this. And then you can come down to the dungeon. That it doesn't exist so far because I have to build it. But this is the entrance. This is one of the first things I wanted to figure out how to do. And you can see there's a bunch of redstone stuff going on down there. I don't know if I can explain that step by step. Because I was just working on every part by separate, and then I put everything together. It also closed like this. So this can come back to be hidden, and there's not going to be this dirt patch here because this is so obvious. Of course, I'm going to work on the surroundings here to hide this a little bit. There's going to be an indication that the dungeon entrance is here, but there's going to be a puzzle in order to open this, and once the puzzle is figured out, so this is going to open, and then the dungeon will be available. Alright, so I'm going to continue working now with this area and bring you back then with another progress update. But let me know if you're interested in some kind of world download for this or any other thing. You can just let me know that in the comments, and I can provide that. It is not actually that complex, or but it could be useful for someone to have access to this. So I'll do more stuff with the dungeon, and of course I'm going to cover all of this up and do some decoration and bring you back in a moment. Now that I know there's a very interesting feature with the cartography table, and I guess I'm going to try to use that. I was when I started to investigate about the zone, I was checking the maps and the banners to make markers, and I guess that's a very cool thing to do. But with the cartography tables, we can lock maps. That means that we can do stuff and make it locked in the maps. So we'll see. So apparently there's pumpkin people in the area. They have been living here always. So I guess I'm going to use that on my favor, because these pumpkin people had some treasure that was stole from them, and they want to give that treasure for whoever rescues it if they defeat their enemies. So that's going to be a cool thing. So let's see, where are we? We are here. What would happen, let's see, if I will do... So here's the concrete. Let's see, let's take some of this spooky sounds, and let's start marker starting from this point, for example. I just want to go a little bit above the trees, and we want to go there where the pumpkin people village is. It's there. So I'm basically going to, let's see, I can always clean this up later. let's make a little pathway pointing there like this, and go a little bit more here perhaps. And then I can just draw a red X on the area. Let's see, how does that look on the maps? So, okay, I can see a black line there. And I can definitely see it here. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Let me work on that. Let me work on that so I can show you. That looks like the X is marking the spot. And that's a giant X in the sky. And this looks even better because it's the zoomed out version. So we have an X there and some markers, and it shows in the map very good. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the zoom one, and this is the level 1 or was scale to 1 map, I guess. And I'm going to do then the following just to check how this is totally working. So I'm going to grab 6 pieces of glass and craft some panes there. Let's make glass panes. So this is the map I want, right? So I'm going to copy it. There we go. Oh, that sound is cool. So I got a copy of that. So I put that map there and I lock it. Oh, it shows a lock here. So is this different? So that's the map and this is the locked one. How do I know which is the locked one? How can I tell? This is okay, it says locked. Alright, it says locked, so that means I cannot stack them anymore. So this is the locked one. And also I'm going to copy the zoomed version of it. I'm going to make a copy of it. So I get 2 of them, and I'm going to lock 1 of them. And there we go. This one is locked. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay or perhaps a bug there. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I am going just to see how this works. Because I don't want that in the sky, right? I don't want that there because it looks ugly. But it shows the stuff in the map. So I'm going to go up there and I'm going to remove this X. Just to check if what I am planning is going to work. So I'm going to take all of this off from here. I am thinking that maybe it would be a good idea to have a beacon installed here, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Alright, so I removed all that, and I also removed the scaffolding. There we go. So I'm going to check now. This is the locked map. So I'm going to check at it. Okay, it doesn't delete the marking. And I'm going to check the other one, scale. And this one does remove it. So that's cool. So I'm going to have a version of the map with that locked. And no matter what changes I do, no matter if I build more village, this is not going to be visible. Just that orange spot and the X. That's what I want. So I'm going to leave it there. Nothing like taking a good mud bath in the morning. Just to stress out, just to relax. And swim in the mud. That's just nice. Okay, it is time to start getting serious. I guess I'm going to take a bath in another material to see if I can improve my evil villain powers, because I think I have found a way to get the most of the power blocks and maybe infuse myself with some of that. But for that, I need to do a quick trip to my base and build something that I have been researching. Let's go there. A second machine has been built. And this one is very interesting. As you can see, there are a bunch of dispensers here that are going to do some infusion. And this time I'm going to be again the subject here. So this is filled with pure power blocks. Not refined ones, just the pure ones, the ones that are found in the nature. And I'm going to get in there, but first I need to take everything off so I can be totally covered with all of that power. So, oh yeah, these guys are very close here. You know what? That should be better because this is going to be a little bit noisy. Not so. All right. I'm going to start this. Can I pull this lever here? Where's the lever? No, dispenser. It is time. Oh, 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 dear, oh. Wow, that was really noisy. But it worked. It worked once again. Another successful experiment on this. And oh, look at my suit. It's wonderful. And I have some interesting glasses. I think I can see the world in a different way now. Uh, yeah, everything looks way better. I guess I'm going to use now this power to continue now to get in the serious building of that dungeon. I have been doing a lot of preparations so far. The entrance is working great, and the area around it is prepared for to reveal something interesting that has been happening on this world, just on an alternate reality. So let's get back to that place and finish our work. This is a huge progress update. I have been doing a lot on this area and I have been having a lot of fun doing it, but I'm starting to get worried that I haven't been putting content out there, and that is because this is taking me so much. So the reason I haven't doing it is because it's if I start posting progress of what I'm doing here, it's going to spoil anyone who wants to take on the challenge. So I guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this video that I guess is going to be a very long one, and I'm going to post it and then continue posting more content about this. But whoever wants to take on this challenge, don't watch this because it's going to totally spoil you. And that's primarily you, English Cat. And I have been saying this before, but since this can be taken by anyone else later, if I reset some stuff, this is just a warning. Okay, so I have been working here, and this is a mysterious area. I found that there's a group of entities that live on this area. They are called the Pumpkin People, and they have some mystical abilities. They seem to have the ability to switch realities. That means they can travel through the dimensions. That is really, really cool. And I took a device from them, and I have been studying it and fiddling with it. And it apparently, I have been playing around with some of the properties it has. And I have been playing around with the properties it has. And I guess I'm starting to understand how this works. So what I've been doing here is I've been working on this room, and I rigged it in a way that depending on the choices, the whoever is taking on the challenge makes, they're going to have different rewards on the upcoming room. So I have rigged the room so that you have to make two choices, left or right. But nothing will happen if you choose right away. So there's a very easy thing to do in order to activate the controls, and that is of course triggering this tripwire hook up here. So why it's such an easy trick? This is very easy. Well, this is because it's the first puzzle, of course. When you're doing something that is constantly going up in challenges, you don't start. Well, I usually don't start with the hardest challenges. So just a tiny little thing to show you that you have to do things in order to do other things in the future. This is there's a lot of showing how to do stuff on this place. So let's trigger this. No, that's failed. Let's trigger it. There we go. That sound implies that we have done something correct. And now we can make a choice. But the thing is, you can only make one choice at a time. So I need to think if I'm going to choose left or right. But I am not certain on what. Oh, I don't know. Something is weird. This feels weird. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's weird. Who's there? Yeah, that feels so weird. Let's see. So I have to make a choice now. That's weird. And, okay, I'm going to choose the right. The left, and then we come through the once corridor, I go here, and I go through this corridor, and I swear something is who's there? Is there someone else here? I swear there's someone else here. So as soon as we activate this pressure plates, through this pressure plate, there's no way to avoid them. There's no way to jump over even if I jump them. Even if you try, there's no way back. This activates, and I cannot go back anymore. Other room here. Now we go to this room where there's going to be another puzzle, but I still have to work. But I haven't done it yet, so I will. So there's loot, and depending on continue with that. But the since we choose there's different loot. For example, it shows the now we can right check on if I open the loot this, we have. There's going to be a wooden axe. I have the iron axe because I chose that way. That's depending on the choice. Yeah, is someone else here? Who's there? I can feel okay, so that's weird. I gotta put this back. Yeah, that's weird. On this area. Going to put this back. So who? And what? Wait, is that me? Is that me? Who? Is that really me? That's me. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this video at this moment, but before I just want to do a test. Because I am not very sure if what I want to do is going to work. I'm really hoping it works. So I was telling you that once entering this room here, we would have this puzzle to solve. I'm still working on it, but I already have figured out what I'm going to do. I just need to do the redstone for it and the trick. But that is going to be something you're going to see later. Not right now. It involves these levers up here and that little feature in the background. Of course, this place is going to be filled with some enemies to make the thing more interesting. And once the puzzle is solved, you will be able to go down like this. This lever, it's not going to be here. This is just for me in order to be able to go down whenever I need to. But down here is going to be another puzzle because the goal, as I mentioned before, the goal is to access this room. That is, I don't have depth strider. I forgot how annoying it is to walk in water without depth strider. The goal is to reach the surface of this room here, but you cannot do it at the moment. So the first thing we need to do is to access a secret room there. But we cannot access that because we cannot jump to that place. So what do we have to do? We need to solve a puzzle here that is going to raise the water 1 block high so we can jump out of here. And I'm just, for now, for test purposes, I have installed a lever that is going to raise the water level. Let's see if this works. I'm really hoping this works. Oh, it's working! How amazing! It's working! Oh, this is so cool. Look at it. It works really nice. Alright, so once the water level has gone up, we can actually reach this part of the room that is going to give us access to another room that is going to be from here, I guess. And by solving that puzzle, the water is going to raise one more level, and with that we will be able to jump out of here to the exit, to the final boss of the dungeon. So let's see how that connects. No, I cannot go in swim mode, right? So I'm hoping that is going to be finished for the next time I record here. But for now, I guess I'm going to cut it right here and keep working on it, because this is so cool. I am really enjoying doing what I'm doing at this moment. And so that's going to be all for today. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye, everyone, and may you all be